Well, hello there, readers. I am here to show you how to fill out one of these accelerated reader book slips. Every single time you get a new book, you are to receive one of these slips before you start reading from your AR advisory teacher. Now I'm going to fold this up here just for easy use of seeing on the camera here, but what I want to do is walk you through on how to fill this slip out. So first things first, you put your name at the top. Next, you put your language arts hour. So whatever hour you have ELA, you need to put that down. You do not put down your advisory hour, you put down LA, language arts. So let's just say you have language arts second hour. You might have it first hour, you might have it third hour, you might have it fourth or sixth hour. Whatever hour you have it, that's where you put your hour. You then need to write down your GE. Now your GE was a number that your teacher gave you after your STAR reading test. It was on your results page. So your GE, let's just say that it happens to be 5.2. Okay? Now, your ZPD was the range of numbers given to you on the sticker on your planner. So your ZPD, if your GE was 5.2, your ZPD might be something like 3.6 to 5.4. Let's just say, I'm not really sure at this point. Okay, and then, but that is the number. It's the two decimal numbers that has the dash in the middle. Okay, now this next line, BL of book. BL stands for, you guessed it, book level. You need to look at your book for that. So I have an example here. I have Louis Sachar's amazing book, Fuzzy Mud. So on this, sometimes your teachers have the book levels listed on the sides. So as you can see here, 5.0. If not, then you need to find this label that's either on the back of your book. Sometimes it can be found inside the covers. So you got to look for this label here. And as you look through here, you have some various information. You have quiz number, title, author, and then right here, ATOS BL. Sometimes that BL will not be there, but if you have the ATOS, that is your book level. In this case, it is 5.0. So you take your slip back and you write down 5.0. Okay, now you have to now check, is this book in your ZPD? Well, simple enough. Compare your numbers. So the book level is 5.0. Does 5.0 fit within this range of 3.6 to 5.4? Yes, it does. Because remember, your ZPD means that you can read books, in this case, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 4.0, all the way up to 5.4. 5.0 fits right in there. So you can circle yes. If you had to circle no, you need to get another book. Okay, so now we're going to move on down here and we are going to fill out the book information. So the book title, as I showed you a minute ago, is Fuzzy Mud. So we're going to write that down. The author is Louis Sachar. Now again, you can find the author on the book title, like such as up here, or again, it is on the book labels. So in this case, they always go the last name first. So it's Louis Sachar. Okay, test number. The test number is the quiz number. So you're always looking for the number that's above the title on the label, and it usually has an EN at the end of it. That stands for English. You don't have to put the EN down, you just need the number. So this number is 175506. And then points. The points are always listed at the bottom of the label next to the word points. So this one happens to be 5 points. It says 5.0, but you could just say 5 points. Okay? All right. So now we're going to move on. Okay? Continuing on this page here, total number of pages. Well, just open your book up, go to the end, see how many pages there were. In this particular case, this book has 181 pages. You write down the date that you started the book. So let's just say you started today, and the date begin book would be September 20th, 2017. Okay? Now, your goal finish date. A book of this size, something that's about this thin, again, we're talking about maybe 180, maybe about 200 some odd pages, should only take the average sixth grader 2 weeks to complete. It might take you 3 weeks, but it should go no longer than that. So we say about 2 weeks, that's about 14 days. So if I'm doing my math correctly, that puts me around October 4th, give or take a day. So that's my goal. My goal finish date is to finish it by October 4th. Okay? Now, goal number of pages per day. Your teacher has talked to you about this. Your goal of pages per day, let's say that you try to get through at least 10 to 15 pages during your AR time on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Let's say then you have to go home and your teachers have asked you to be reading at least 20 to 30 minutes or a goal of, let's say, 15 to 20 pages. So we can kind of meet somewhere in the middle there. And let's just say that maybe per day you want to read about 25 pages, at least 25 pages a day. Okay, that's probably a pretty safe goal. More would be better, but let's just say if you can get through 25 pages a day, you're feeling pretty good. Okay, now the actual finish date, we're not going to fill that out right now because, well, we just started the book. But the day you finish this book, you need to complete that. Okay, now down here it says this entire form must be finished in order to take a quiz. After you finish the book, you'll be ready to take an AR quiz on your Chromebook or on a Neo if those are still being used. And then in order to do that, you must show this slip to your teacher. Okay, so you go to your AR teacher or your advisory teacher or your ELA teacher, okay, whatever class you happen to be in at the time. Those are the only two times you can take a test. You can take a test in your ELA class or your advisory class only. No, cannot take it in science class. You cannot take it in math class. It has to be between either advisory time or your ELA class. Your student signature, so you just sign your name, okay, and then you'll hand this to the teacher and they will sign it for you. Okay. In the meantime, until you finish the book, each and every day you read in your class, you need to go to the back before you leave advisory class and you need to log how many pages you read. So let's say I was able to get through 10 pages today in my AR time. I really focused. I just kind of got into my book and I didn't let any distractions distract me, and I just was nose to the book and I just read. I got good amount, 10 pages left. So that means tonight I want to make sure I'm going to read another 15 to 20 pages because that would give me my 25 to 30 average goal per day. So again, kind of keep that in mind as you are recording this, okay? And then the next day when you have your advisory, which in this case would be 2 days from now, because remember it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you'll put that down and maybe you only get 8 pages that day. Again, it's okay, but you should definitely try to get through more during that 27 minutes because 27 minutes doesn't seem like a lot of time, but that's a good amount of reading time. So you really need to make sure you get as much done, okay? Shoot for that 10 to 15 pages during that period. If you really just focus, you should do well, okay? Now, the beauty of this slip, because you obviously don't want to lose it. You might say, well, how do I make sure I keep track of it? Well, if you notice, the width of this slip is perfect. Because what you can do is you can go in the back of the book, and remember, you've given that book card to your teacher already, so you have this empty pocket back here. Just stick this slip right in the pocket, right there, and you will not lose this slip at all. You can take it out when you need to fill out the back, but otherwise, it should always stay in here. Don't use it as a bookmark because it might fall out of your book. Always keep it back here because remember, you need this slip in order to be able to take your quiz. If you do not have this slip, the teacher will deny you to take that quiz. And then you've read for, nothing, I guess. But, you can always fill out another one, but make sure you don't lose it. Okay? It goes right back there. Close your book up. You are ready to go. Again, happy reading. If you're looking for a great book and it's in your range, I really suggest Fuzzy Mud. It's a fantastic novel. Have a great day and happy reading.